Kristina Tsunami, welcome, welcome. It's such a pleasure to be able to talk to you for the first time doing this interview. We've never had an opportunity to interview before, and I'm so grateful that you granted me permission to do this. How are you?
I'm fine. Let me correct you. I'm no longer a part of the House of Tsunami. I'm a double.
Okay, I apologize. So I think everybody knows you as Tsunami because that was like,
Okay, leave it there.
say that
But
again.
leave it there. But I just want people to know I'm no longer the part of the House of Tsunami. I'm a
Okay.
7.
All right, I'm going to start over then so I can give you the proper respect. All right.
Leave it.
Okay. All right. Well, Kristina, again, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. As you said, you're a 007 now. I think people will remember you from your days as a Tsunami when you were part of that house. And you've definitely stamped your name. So again, welcome and thank you so much for talking to me. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. I'm on Monroe College for business management. I'm going to be a manager soon.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So you are definitely one of those ones. I mean, you've been around, you are one of the original girls when it comes to Femme Queen performance. Talk about what it means to be known, all over the place for what you have brought to the art of Vogue Femme and Femme Queen performance.
It's wonderful. A lot of people walk up to me, buy me stuff, give me stuff, that keep around me, call me or talk to me on the phone. They tell me that I inspire them in their goals, stuff like that. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Did you ever think that you would be, such a big name, such a household name for your
No,
category?
no. I thought just in and out, fly by. I think I would be as big as it is now. I couldn't jump this as big as it is now.
Tell me, when did your ballroom career begin? What year did you start?
1987.
87.
89.
89, okay. And what was your first house?
Richards.
House of Richards. Okay. So kind of walk me through your progression. You started in Richards and then where did you end up?
No, Legend. House of Legend.
You started in the House of Legends. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Richards.
Then Revlon. Then Chanel. Then Tsunami.
I recently posted a clip of you at the House of Icon Ball back in 2007. And it's like it breathed a whole new life into you and what you're known for. Have you gotten anybody to reach out to you since that clip was posted?
Yep. Yeah.
What have they said?
Oh my God, when you come back out for your 10, when did you come back out? I'm teaching a vogue class, Tom, in 2 weeks online. I'm holding a virtual vogue class, so I'm glad that they reached out to me. I told them about my vogue class that I'm about to hold, and they're like, when you come back out, you should come out for your 10s. We missed you, we love you. What happened to you? Stuff like that. Where are you? What happened? Come back.
That's an interesting question. What happened? What did happen? Where have you been?
I don't know if you remember, there was an incident and Jasmine Couture's $5,000 Femme performance category. Hassan was a Miss Rising Ball. I got attacked by Ginger Mizrahi. Remember?
I do remember that, yes.
That was down for me leaving the bowling scene.
Is that what forced you out? Or I shouldn't say forced, but that's what prompted you to leave the scene?
Yes.
Wow.
Nobody cared. Nobody stopped it. Nobody cared. Nobody stood up for me. I left.
Yeah, and that's a sad commentary about the state of ballroom, even back then. Because for a person of your stature, you know, a legendary icon as you are, and for somebody to attack you and nobody to step in, and for you to basically feel like you were abandoned by your peers, by the people who claim to love and support you, what was that feeling like?
Devastating. Very devastating for me. I felt humiliated. It was a bitch queen. And he not supposed to book the category. It's supposed to be female figure performance. It's a man. It's supposed to be less than performance. And he was able to work that category. They opened up to female figure.
Yeah, that was what year was that? That's been a while, right?
2004.
Wow. So that's been more than 10 years since that incident happened, and it's something that still affects you to this day. And I don't think people understand how ballroom violence impacts the victims. And I think you're a perfect example of that because you're somebody who suffered an attack in ballroom from a quote unquote peer, and you kind of stepped away from it as a result.
Trauma.
You were
No,
traumatized.
no, trauma.
And I do have to I do have to apologize to the people watching because you are having some Wi-Fi issues, but we're going to work through that. But you just said that attack from Ginger Mizrahi that traumatized you. In what way?
Mentally, emotionally, physically. 3 ways. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. 3 ways. It affected me.
And it sounds like you're still processing that even to this day. Well, yeah, and I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope that, you know, at some point you'll be able to move beyond it. Do you think you'll ever come back to ballroom?
I will. I will. I will. I give him a light.
A light.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kristina, take me back to the beginning. You went through the list of houses you were in. How old were you when you went to your first ball?
13.
13. In New York City?
Yeah, New York City, Manhattan, Mark Ballroom, Kim Davis ball. Mama Kim Davis, his ball. Kim, our fancy performance against Moldavia. Let's do Moldavia. And be her. I can drag. And be her. But we scrub and drag and be her. And then I changed this into the fan queen. And then I started walking more. I walked as a House of Legend, then we House of Riches, then Babylon, and got Chanel, and then I became Tsunami.
Do you think that do you think people really appreciate your contribution to ballroom? Do you feel like
Yeah,
people appreciate it?
yeah, they do. They do.
Do
They
you
do.
think you've gotten the credit you deserve as one of the originals?
No. No.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think people have kind of, you know, they lift up certain people, the Ashleys and the Sanayas, well, they look deservedly so, but you don't get the credit and recognition you feel like you deserve. Why is that?
Race.
Say that
Race.
again.
Race.
Race. You think it's because of your race? Wow.
I'm mixed. I'm black and Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
I'm black and Puerto Rican. My race. My skin color. Yes, sad.
That's very sad when you think about that, because here's a community that's ostracized from the world, and we're supposed to be a safe space for each other. But even within our community, there is racism, colorism, all of those violence, all of those things that we are trying to escape from the world, but we're still facing even from each other.
Hey,
Why do you think we're that way toward each other?
it's, it's done to us upon ourselves. We are our own worst enemy. People inflict pain on us, so we inflict pain on others. It's a never ending cycle. You understand?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
It is. It is. That's why I stay in houses that were very safe and family oriented and loving.
Did you ever get an apology from Andre or Ginger after that attack?
No, no, no,
Do you think Andre should apologize? Would you like an apology from him?
no, no.
Have you
I
guys
know,
talked? Have you talked at all since that happened?
no, no.
Wow.
I don't apology. I want an apology. I want money back. My $5,000.
Yeah, that was a lot of controversy around that because that was the last battle, right?
Yeah,
And I remember there was a lot of, people thought you should have won.
I should have won.
You felt like you were robbed in addition to being
What?
attacked.
I was. I was. I was shocked. I can't believe it. I mean, this whole chain of girls, best of the best. This person that gets thrown himself on the floor, nothing more than feminine, to losing to a clown who's doing circus acts. Can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's still something even to this day that people talk about and question. Um, when you saw the clip that I posted the other day from the Icon Ball, what went through your mind? Did it take you back to that time of fun
Big
and
day. Take me back to yesterday. Yeah, I love Selvin. Selvin's the best. I love him.
you two
Yeah,
you and Selvin seem to have had a really strong chemistry with him on the
yeah.
mic and you performing. Was it like
Oh,
a
I
natural
have
thing?
natural thing.
That's
Natural.
not something that you guys had ever practiced before. It just kind of seemed to flow organically.
Exactly. Very, very organic. Very.
Mhm.
Take me today. Take me back to yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the way you caught every single beat from Selvin's chants, and it was so fluid and it just flowed perfectly. Was that from just your experience on the floor, or it just came natural to you?
I'm natural. And experience.
Mhm.
And
When did I mean, so you said you started ballroom at 13. When did you know that was your category? When did you know you wanted to be a performance diva?
13. At 13.
Wow.
I said, my
Even
God,
that early.
this is what I want to do. Dance. I want to perform. This is it. This is it.
Did you watch anybody else like coming
Yeah,
up?
icon near riches.
Okay.
She taught me. She taught me how to vote. Only her.
Wow. And that's when you knew this is it. Did Vogue in a way, did it save you? Because I don't know what your like upbringing was like. I don't know what kind of life you've had. Did you think
Right.
Vogue saved you?
It saved me from streets and drugs. Yes, it saved me. Even though drugs was around me, it saved me from it. And I still with my house members and house house meetings, house parties, house picnics, house house outings with the house members. It kept me away from the streets. So they saved me.
What do you think your life would have been like if you did not have Vogue?
I might be in jail, prostitution, drugs, robbing people, about me in jail.
Wow. I think that says a lot. I mean, I think it says a lot about the power of art, that it can take a person and bring you back from a life of, drugs or crime or being in jail and save you from that. I mean, I think that speaks to the power of art. Don't you think so?
It does. Our form is a powerful tool. It needs to be used in everyday life.
And you've been very public about a life where you've had some ups and downs, you've had some battles with substance abuse. What was that like? And how did that, play a role in your life?
I started substance abuse. My parents and my brother passed away. My parents passed away from cancer, and my brother died from AIDS. So when that happened, I started using drugs in my 40s. It was terrible. It was an up and down roller coaster. I'm a recovering addict.
You
I'm a
broke up for
recovering
just
addict.
you broke up for a second. I want to go back because I think that was important what you said. You said you started using drugs when, say that one more time.
My parents passed away and my brother passed away. My parents passed away from cancer, and my brother passed away from AIDS. And I started using drugs in my 40s. That's when I started.
So that was the trigger for you. Loss of,
It
family
was.
members and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but yet you're able to still, you're still standing. A lot of people didn't make it through drugs and substance
I've
abuse.
recovered. I've recovered. I've recovered. A year not clean.
Congratulations. A year, you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What do you think your lowest point was when you were battling drug addiction or substance abuse?
Getting kicked out of my apartment. Being street homeless. Having not to bathe. Having not to eat. Having not to wash my clothes. This is my lowest point.
Wow. And yet you're like the phoenix, you rise.
I've visited many times.
What do you like? What do you attribute that to? Who do you give credit to for that? Is it your resilience or is it some higher power? What has
I
kept
found
you?
and born. They helped me out. They helped me with my struggle.
You really believe Ballroom brought you back from all that, even after you have suffered kind of what you said you suffered, being attacked in Ballroom and being driven out. You still give credit to Ballroom for saving you from drugs, homelessness, streets, all those things.
Yes. Yes. They have. Don't help me.
I think that's amazing that, because I think some people would say, wow, if you walked away from Ballroom, you were attacked. Some people would expect you to be bitter and not want to give any credit to Ballroom, but that's not your story.
No. I don't hold grudges. Let go, let God.
Mhm.
Let go and let God.
And I think it's interesting too. You came along during an era where, back in that day, the HIV/AIDS epidemic, it was taking out so many of our friends. And I'm sure you watched a lot of friends and loved ones pass away from that. What was that like to be alive in that time and be in the scene at that time and watching so many people you love pass away from a disease?
Scary. It happened to you. Scary. It put fear in our hearts. It definitely made you use condoms. Definitely. Compared to safe sex. Definitely. It was scary. People die from AIDS. If people would die from HIV, they'll die from AIDS. Poor AIDS. Dropping like rats, cats, dropping like flies. It was scary. So it taught me a lesson. Cherish my life and to forgive for those who trespass against you. That's I learned my lesson from the past.
Wow. And so I want to go back a little bit, and if I could, to pre-Kristina, before the transition. What was life like for you before that 13-year-old ever stepped foot in a ballroom?
I was in foster homes. I go in foster home, group home. Yeah, that's my life. Living in foster care system. I'm still allowed to live at home. My parents didn't accept me. Both accepted me. I'm in foster home. That was my life.
And I imagine growing up in foster care as a gay child must not have been easy.
I wasn't gay. I'm transsexual. I'm not gay.
Oh, even at that age, you knew you wanted to be a female.
Yes. Yeah. At 6. I struggled with foster system to my identity. My gender identity. I struggled with foster care system. I struggled for years, Tom. All my life.
Wow. Do you ever think back to like your early days as a little boy, and what did you feel like trapped in a boy's body and wanting to be a woman? Or what was that like mentally for you?
Suffocating. Being in a box. Being in a box and screaming and no one can hear you. That's what it's like. Screaming and no one can hear you.
Do you ever acknowledge that person, that little
No,
boy?
no. Why would I? It's a part of me. I mean, me, Kristina, that little boy. Part of me, I acknowledge that, but not me.
So what is life like now for Kristina 007? How old are you now, by the way? I know you're not supposed to ask a lady's age, but I'm sure you know.
I'm glad to be alive. 49. 49.
So, okay, you broke up again, Kristina. Say that again.
49. 49. You hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Wow, you don't look 49, first of all, but you're 49 years old. You're still standing. Can you even believe it? Did you expect to be here at this point after all you've been through?
Yeah, I expect to be here. I believe you know why? Because I believe in myself. You understand, Tom?
You never gave up on yourself. You never stopped believing in yourself.
No. No.
Wow.
And
And
I expect to
even
be here many more years.
and even at your lowest point, you knew that you would get through that.
Yes. Because of God. I have strong faith in God.
As you look out across the landscape of ballroom and just regular life, and you think about all the people who have gone on to glory, and you think about all the people that you've lost, and yet you're still here. Does it ever make you,
Wonder
say that
why
again?
me?
Yeah.
Make me want to know why. Yeah, it does. It does. I start asking that question because I have a purpose. I'm not saying they don't have a purpose, but they must have fulfilled their purpose. I haven't fulfilled my purpose yet.
And what do you think that purpose is?
I don't know. Don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I hope it doesn't come yet. That's their live, but I'm waiting.
I mean, it's amazing when you think about it. And you think about it, especially if you're a person who has lost a lot of close family and friends, and then you're the one who's still here, it does make you question why me? What is it that you want me to do? I hope to be in a position to do it.
It does. It does. I question many times. But I start asking a question because I said, you know what? If I do get to my point of my purpose, then that's it. My life will be over.
Well, we don't want that to happen.
Man, man,
What do you think about ballroom today? Where it has come, the fact that it's
oh,
now mainstream,
oh,
it's all over the world.
I like it. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love where it's at today. I love the art where it's gone. I love everything about it.
Do you have any favorites now? I mean, the new girls, of course,
I
they
know
don't,
my face, not my name.
you know, to
But
my face, not name. Okay. Yeah, because the new girls, I mean, obviously they don't bring it like you got, like you all did back in the day. They have their own way of doing things.
that's something that's nice. That's something that's nice. But they're overseas though.
You know, that's an important question. Do you see any of what you brought to Femme Queen performance in these new girls today?
Some, some, some. Very few, but some.
That must make you feel proud to know that what something that you were part of the early stage of is living on in the newer girls.
It does. Very much so. Very
Mhm.
much, very much so. I'm very proud.
Is there anything about ballroom, current ballroom today that makes you sad, that makes you, you know, unhappy when you look at it?
No, no, it doesn't. I'm very happy. I'm happy what I see, what I feel about ballroom. Other than the incident that happened to me, I moved on from that. I let it go. Moved on.
When
Mm.
when can we expect you back? Like, when are you gonna hit the floor again? As you
I
said,
I ain't telling you it's a surprise.
you said you're not gonna tell me.
No, it's a surprise. I'm gonna pop up tomorrow. So a month from now, but that's it. But I'll pop up. It'll be soon. Soon,
Soon.
soon. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's something to look forward to. So we won't have to wait long for you to come back.
No, no, no.
Is that Are you still working on your craft? I mean, at 49, can you still play with these girls?
Yeah, I'm about to teach a voguing class. Time. Told you earlier, remember?
Yes, I remember. Yeah. So these girls don't want to see you on the floor still.
At all.
I love it. I live for the confidence. Well, it has been my true honor and pleasure to talk to you today. I really, as I told you before, I really think it's important to always honor the people who came first. And
Yeah,
obviously, you're a part of the culture and the history of ballroom, without a doubt. And so it's important to record your story in your own words, so people can look back on this years from now and say she was there, Kristina was there.
thank you.
So I really appreciate you for this.
Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you. And to
Abs-
continue categorizing recording history and culture for us. Okay?
Absolutely. Before I let you go, is there anything you want to say to all of your ballroom fans, all the people who have watched you, cheered for you, supported you over the years?
Keep striving, never stop, never give up. If it fails you that night, you start over and come back in the coop and try again. And that's what I did. I didn't always win. I lost, but I should have won. Yeah, but I know you won, you should have won. Go back and win again. Never give up. And love yourself. Please love yourself. Only you love yourself. Okay? I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Kristina. Really appreciate it again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.